Next, you will see an amazing chess game. A match full of attacks, tons of piece sacrifices, and an extraordinary finish. The protagonist of this story is a young Alexei Shirov, an outstanding attacking player. His opponent is the Frenchman Arnaud Hauchard. Without further ado, let's get into the game. Shirov has the white pieces and Hauchard the black. The game begins with pawn to d4, knight f6, Indian defense, c4, c5, Benoni defense, d5, b5, the Benko Gambit. The Benko Gambit is one of the most popular defenses to d4. C takes b5, accepting the pawn, which is the best move. Pawn to a6, b6. The idea behind this move is to prevent the opponent's bishop from becoming active, which would be allowed by capturing on a6. d6, knight c3, knight bd7, pawn to a4. The intention is to follow up with the pawn to a5, protecting the b6 pawn. So black anticipates this and plays queen takes b6. However, better was pawn to a5 to capture the pawn on b6 on the next move, without losing a tempo, as we will see in the game. A quick side note, don't forget to support this video by giving it a like and leaving a comment. It really helps the channel, as it tells the algorithm to recommend these videos to more and more people. Thanks for your support. Back to our game. As I said, queen takes b6 was played by black. Shirov pawn to a5, attacking the queen. Queen c7. As I said before, the black queen loses a tempo. e4, g6, f4. White has a very commanding center and will later try to play e5. Bishop g7, bishop c4, castle kingside, knight f3, rook e8, castle kingside, e5. This is a mistake, as it allows white to open up the game to their advantage. Better was rook b8, putting pressure on the b file, which is open, and also maintaining tension in the center of the board. Let's get back to the game. As I mentioned, e5 was played. Shirov d takes e6, f takes e6, knight g5, attacking the e6 pawn with two pieces. Knight f8, f5, opening up the black king. h6, attacking the knight. In case of g takes f5, then bishop f4, attacking the d6 pawn. Rook d8, e takes f5, followed by queen b3, winning. Let's return to the game. As I said, h6 was played. e5, d takes e5. In case of h takes g5, then e takes f6, bishop takes f6, knight d5, and white is winning. If e takes d5, then queen takes d5 check, followed by queen takes a8. Let's get back to the real game. As I mentioned, d takes e5 was played. F takes g6. H takes g5. If knight takes g6, white wins after rook takes f6. Excellent move. Bishop takes f6. Queen h5, attacking the knight. Queen g7 and knight g4, followed by bishop takes h6, and everything in black's position would collapse. Let's get back to the game. As I said, h takes g5 was played. Shirov bishop takes g5. Knight 8d7. If knight takes g6, then bishop takes f6. Knight f4. Queen g4. Rook f8. Knight e4. And white would be winning thanks to the immense pressure they are exerting on black. Okay, back to the real game. As I mentioned, knight 8d7 was played. Queen f3. Rook a7. Rook a d1. Threatening rook takes d7. Queen b7, offering the queen trade, but also attacking the b2 pawn. Queen h3. Queen c6. Knight d5. A spectacular knight sacrifice. E takes d5. Black has a two-pawn advantage, but their position is miserable. Rook takes d5. Another excellent move. King f8. Obviously not knight takes d5 because of queen h7, checkmate. Let's return to the game. As I said, king f8 was played in the game. Queen h7. This is possible thanks to the fact that the knight on f6 is pinned. Rook e6. Bishop h6. King e8. Queen takes g7. White recovers a piece and maintains a decisive attack. Knight takes d5. Black, once again, has a huge material advantage, but it does nothing to help them save the game. Queen h8 check. King e7. g7. Rook takes h6. If rook g6, then queen f8 check, a spectacular move. Knight takes f8, g takes f8, queen, and check. King e6 and bishop g5, followed by rook f6 check. White is winning. Okay, back to our game. As I mentioned, rook takes h6 was played by black. Shirov rook f7 check. King takes f7. In case of king d6, then queen takes h6 check, winning. Okay, back to our game. As I mentioned, king takes f7 was played in the game. Pawn to g8, queen, and check. King e7, queen d8 check. And here black resigns, in view of king e6. Queen takes h6 check. King f7, queen h7 check. King e6 and queen d7, checkmate. A very interesting and spectacular attacking game by Alexei Shirov. It's always enjoyable and mind-blowing to watch a chess game played like this. Do you agree with me? Don't forget to support this video with a like, leave a comment, subscribe to this channel, and share the video with your friends. See you in the next one. Take care.